Yes, people. Back-to-back wins. Oh my, yes. Wow, 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 wow. I'm happy. Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about this game, boys and girls. Because that was. Look, let's be real. That's an entertaining game of football right there. The intensity at QPR wasn't high enough. The start of the game was. We didn't have enough intensity. Bristol City came with a game plan and it was a good one and it was intense and they created moments in the game where they had corners and they put it on us. After that 20 minutes, the second half, we were really good in my opinion. But without being consistent throughout the game because I thought there was also areas in the game where we do the wrong thing. When we go forward, we try to slow it down at times and then the opposite. But and I keep saying this and I'm being deadly serious, in that game, in the second half, for the mid second half, for about 20-25 minutes, some of the movement and the passing I've not seen yet at Leeds. We always talk about the connections between the front players and the midfielders. Today, that was so evident, especially in certain areas of the game. Not consistent yet. But I've seen movement there. I'm talking about the movement from Kamara, who, by the way, was outstanding today. That guy and the way in which he can just swivel on the ball, pass it forward with pace, with power, between the lines. He's going to be big for us to break defences down this season, and his passing was outstanding. Jorginho Rutter, his movement was brilliant. Look, missed from a yard out, but look, we all do that. Luckily, didn't matter. We got the goal we needed. We got the 2 goals we needed. I'm just so impressed with how we applied ourselves in certain areas of that game, and I'm happy. I'm seeing things in that game that I've not seen yet. I've seen a lot of good stuff. I've seen a lot of good slow build-up play. I've seen us being comfortable at the back. But I've not seen that not clinical at the end, but clinical kind of in that final third in terms of the movement and the ball play and the interplay between the midfielders, the movement off the ball, the one-touch passes, the two-touch passes. I saw that for 25 minutes and it was absolutely brilliant. Look, what we're asking for in this championship, we're asking for entertainment, we're asking for movement, we're asking for the football that we like to enjoy and see, and we got that today. And that's out the opponents as well. Bristol City had a game plan, and their game plan was obviously to soak up pressure at times, but also at times be aggressive in attack and get forward wide, use the width and high on the wide 1v1s to get the ball in the box. We dealt with it for the most part. They were only really going to score from set pieces. And they definitely fed into that near the end when they made the changes to get the balls in the box to create chances from crosses or corners. And that's where they looked like they were going to get something, not really from open play for me. And I'm just so happy with these boys and what they've achieved, because the final hurdle in the mentality for me now was 2 wins in a row. We've not done it yet. We've done the clean sheets. We've done the winning. We've done the coming back from behind. We never got 2 wins in a row. And we've done it. And what a way to end. Honestly, nothing's going to be perfect in this team for a while. Nothing's going to be perfect. But in certain times in that game, I'm sat there genuinely going, this football we are playing is the best I've seen in absolute years. It was brilliant. The movement. Look, the final product was off. We should have scored 2 or 3. We should have silenced the game. That's always happened in the Championship. And the teams at the top don't always do that. That's the way it is. The final goal, and we missed 2 open goals again. Create chances at the end of the game as well. We're still creating, and they went for it. They really packed the box any moment they could, and we dealt with it really well. And I want to talk about someone. I want to talk about Archie Gray, because he's been thrown in at right back against a very good winger for this level in Bell. A very good prospect, and he'll go far in football. Trust me, good player. Archie Gray, after the first 15 minutes, no problems. Once he adjusted to where he was meant to be, his positional play, where he's meant to be when he gets the ball, 1v1s, he was outstanding. I'm so proud and happy of that performance from Archie Gray. I thought it was brilliant. I really do. He's so mature. He's so good. He really is brilliant. Fair play to Archie Gray. You adapted well in this game in a tough test and come through it. It's just good to see that cohesion in defence. Man for man, doing their own jobs, dealing with every issue we have. When a team has to rely on set pieces, which, look, of course you do, because it's a big, big part of football, but when that's the only kind of outlet, getting the ball wide and trying to create a corner from it or something like that, you've done something right. Bristol City are a good team in this league. They are. Their away record's very good. At times today, we're unplayable. At times, it got a bit nervy. Don't get me wrong. There was a times where we didn't keep the ball well enough. We kind of got a bit excited after that really good period we had, and we tried to force it a bit too much. At times, that ball movement and the movement off the ball and the speed of the passes, it's just good to see, and we're getting better every week. We really are, and another international break. Wish it wasn't. I just want to keep this momentum going. But it's a good rest, I guess, for the lads. Some of the guys might be struggling. Some will get a nice little break. Jed Spence is recovering. Nonto's recovering. It's a good way to end. It really is. And individually, as a team, in areas, I'm not saying all the game, just to clarify, areas, a lot of that first half wasn't up to the standard. We were too passive in the first 25 minutes, way too passive. We didn't play high enough. We didn't express ourselves enough. Kind of a bit too slow. But then when we got to grips with them and what they were trying, and we were aggressive, we were really good. And areas in that second half when we controlled the game, I've not seen us control the game like that in terms of how progressive we were. We controlled the game at the back and between the defenders, but we controlled the game in the final third in areas, and I've not seen that yet. We can get that consistency in that final third. We are unstoppable at times. And we've just got to keep the mentality and keep improving, because we are. We've got to keep finding different parts of the game which we're getting better at every week. And that was it. The way in which we just kept the ball in midfield and between the wingers and the number 10 was outstanding at times. The movement is just... I love that stuff. It just looks so good, easy on the eye. Players look confident running off the ball. We need to take his chances a bit more, boys. Because there's times in games where it's 1-0 and we're missing an open goal. 2-0, the game's done. When we go ahead, we're a machine and we're very good. I'm very happy. I'm very impressed. These lads, I really am. Every individual. Pirro, what a strike. Great finish. That's what he's good at. That's what he did for Swansea, edge of the box. Just getting him in the bottom corners. Through the guy's legs. That's what he does. That's what Joe Pirro does. Jorginho, Rutter, Somerville, fair play. Somerville is frustrating at times. The final ball, he kind of doesn't really understand that time what they need to do here. What's the right option? But in terms of progressing the ball and driving with it and being a threat, he's ridiculously dangerous. And I mean, ridiculous. You can't get near him. And Rutter, he was brilliant today. Again, bar the finishing. But it's all right, Jorginho, It's fine. You're doing enough in the team. You're doing your job. You really are. You're doing a lot of your job really well. Very happy with that. Kamara, Ampadu, all of them. Strout, rode on at the back. Dealt with a tough time when they had 3 or 4 defenders, coming up for corners. Dealt. Meslier, calm. We're talking about the goal. I think that's Kamara's man. But look, happy. A lot to work on, as always. A lot of areas in the game we'll look at and think, right, what happened here? How can we make that better? There's a lot of areas in that game we'd have looked at and gone, we played some excellent stuff in that final third. And it wasn't individual stuff. It wasn't Jorginho relying on you to take on 3 men. It was, we'll pass it round 3 men quickly and effectively. I love to see it. Tough time. Nigel Pearson's a good manager. He's done good stuff. His teams are tough to play against, and at times they were, but at times we made them look worse than they are. And that's credit to us. But yeah, international break is what it is. I'll do a player ratings video. Please watch it, 'cause watch his international break. I get it. But I'd appreciate it. But yeah, lovely day. What a time. I'm going to go and clean my house. Appreciate all the support as usual. I will read the comments on this. I promise, because there's no more games. I can catch up. All right, I can catch up. I've got a day to do it, so I apologize. Appreciate support from all you lot. Get in there.